Ever since I got into real estate, this has been my number one key to productivity. So let's talk about it. Hey, what's going on? It's me, Vayna. Today we are talking about planning. And I hope that after you watch this video, you will be very, very excited about the prospect of setting goals and planning out your week and your business. Because truly, this is the number one thing that has led me to the success that I have had between selling real estate, doing wholesaling, investing, buying houses. It has all surrounded around me setting my goals from the beginning. This includes lifetime goals, yearly goals, monthly goals, weekly goals even. I'm going to talk real quick about the importance of setting goals and planning and how it has impacted my life and business. And then I'm going to literally plan this week with you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please drop a like and subscribe if you do. Helps the channel, helps me keep putting out these videos to help you become successful and rich through real estate. So let's talk about this. This is totally unscripted. I literally just turned on the camera and I'm going setting goals. Now, to be super duper honest with you guys, this is something that I learned growing up. My parents are super entrepreneurial. They taught me all about business growing up, at least the importance of working for yourself, running a business, not selling your time for money, mindset, goals, all of that stuff. I literally grew up listening to Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn, Brian Tracy in the car on the audio tapes because my parents wouldn't put on the cartoons that I wanted to watch. I was like 6 years old, but I learned, right? And I am super blessed. I'm 22 years old now. Started my own business when I was 19, and I was just super blessed to grow up with good mindset and the right habits and way to think about business instilled in my mind. And I think that's why I was able to find so much success so early. My parents didn't really give me anything when I started my business. I don't talk about this much, but they were literally like, here's how to sell houses. Now go ahead. Didn't give me leads. I got no formal training because we're a family business. They did bring me along to all of these Tom Ferry and Mike Ferry coaching events, which helped a ton. But other than that, I had to fend for myself. That's my long story short about how I got started in the business. But what really helped me go along and figure out what to do on my day-to-day as a brand new 19-year-old real estate agent was this concept of setting goals and business planning. So going back to how I was raised on this stuff, when I was in high school, my dad would ask me like, hey, what's your goal for this week? And then at the end of the week, he would ask me, where did you win? Where did you fail? And how are you going to do better next week? Reflecting questions. And so in school, it'd be something like, this week, I want to pass my math test. I want to practice my violin, want to go play tennis 5 times, etc. And then at the end of the week, it'd be like, I passed the math test. I only practiced tennis 4 times, but I'm going to make sure I get to the courts next week. And when I went on to do a couple years of community college, it was kind of the same thing, and I broke it down into the months. So like I wanted to finish all my assignments in the beginning of the month so that I could go do my real estate course. And from there, I planned my days to figure out when I was going to do my homework, when I was going to go practice tennis, when I was going to practice violin, and then when I would be done with everything and just chill. If that makes sense. The broad theme is I had my goals. I wanted to get a 4.0 or whatever, and I did graduate both with a 4.0, but I had my goals and I broke them down into the monthly goals, the weekly goals, and the daily schedule and activities that was going to take me to those goals. So when I went into real estate and they handed me a Tom Ferry agent business plan template, it was very natural for me to go through this and fill it out, because it was like, where do you want to be in 5 years? What do you want to do this year? How many transactions do you want to close this year? Which boils down to how many are you going to do per month? Where are the transactions going to come from? And what are you going to do every single day to work on that goal? And just for reference, when I was a new agent, the business plan would look like, I wanted to sell 20 houses in my first year. I sold 14, still not bad for a teenager. And they were going to come from me doing videos on social media, from me cold calling for listings like Expired, Fizbo, and Circle prospecting, doing open houses every weekend. And that came down to scheduling the open houses, practicing the scripts, etc. And then I think some off ones like Facebook ads, social media videos, etc. But the 2 main things I was working on were definitely cold calling and open houses. And so I made my daily schedule around only income producing activities and building my skills as a new agent. So practicing my cold call scripts for an hour a day, cold calling for 3 hours a day. Yep, calling strangers 3 hours a day, and watching videos, reading books, consuming coaching content. And that's really the basic structure of any business plan in any industry. What do you want your life to look like? What are the goals that are going to get you there? What are the activities that are going to get you there? When exactly in the time of day are you going to do those things? And I add in, what do you want your life to look like? Because I think I'm just going off of tangents now, but I've noticed that a lot of people will base their goals around some other standard than their own. Whether it is society's standard for what they should be at this point in their lives, or what their parents want them to be, or what their friends are doing, it's not uncommon to get sidetracked from what you really want because you're chasing someone else's dream. I'm even guilty of this. My little dream board is right here, and it's all about me traveling in my 20s, buying nice things, being able to give back to the charities I care about, spending time with family, etc. That is kind of my ideal life in 5 to 10 years, but I have caught myself setting goals based on what other people expect of me or what I think I should be doing, like building businesses that have really nothing to do with what I want in the future, chasing lead sources that have very little to do with what I want in the future. A big one for me has been trying to scale my real estate team, which is a whole other video, a whole other conversation. Basically, at the end of the day, these things did not translate to what I really want in the future because I just got sidetracked, basically losing myself and what I really want. So there's a big clarity aspect to this. I would say and recommend you really sit down and think about what you really want. And that's why I preface your 1, 5, 10-year goals with overall, what do you want your life to look like truly? For you to be happy and fulfilled, what does your life look like in 5 and 10 years? I recommend sitting down and writing yourself a letter. I have a letter to myself of what my life looks like in 10 years and what it looks like in 5 years. Like I said, I'm 22, so what does my life look like when I'm 27 and 32, right? I mean, still relatively, comparatively young, but those letters are filled with what I truly want deep down inside. And I read these letters when I feel lost in myself, when I feel sidetracked, when I need to center in and get back to what I want out of life. So that's my take on setting goals. I mean, there's lots of great content out there around setting goals, a lot more technical and business focused, if you will, than I'm putting it right now, but that's why those things exist and that's why this is my YouTube channel. But really good books to read and people to watch around this whole topic of setting goals and business planning are Atomic Habits, See You at the Top, Think and Grow Rich. Search up on YouTube Zig Ziglar and Jim Rohn. I love their stuff. Both of those guys, they're like OG mentors. Like all of the gurus today were mentored by the people who were mentored by these people. So think Brian Tracy, Zig Ziglar, like I said, and Earl Nightingale. All of them have great books and YouTube clips because they're pretty old guys now. And what I'll end this with is if you don't have goals, you're either going to get super lost in what you're doing and you're going to have no direction in where you're going, which might be where you are if you are new in your industry, or it's going to take a hell of a lot longer to get where you want to go. And if you don't have goals, you might not even know where you want to go. I am a super spontaneous person. I do not like schedules. I do not like routines. I'm really bad at consistency and discipline. And I shouldn't say that because that's like, affirmating myself negatively. So I'll say I have been known by myself to be very bad at these things. But I literally force myself to sit down every week with myself and remind myself, this is what I want my life to look like in 5 years. This is what my February goal is. And this is what I want to do this week to work towards the February and the Q1 goal. And then I go in, I look at my calendar. What appointments do I have this week? Which free time spaces do I need to fill up? What do I need to do? Let me plug and play. I'm literally going to show you in like 5 seconds. How am I going to make this week great, right? So that's what I want to say on goal setting and business planning. Hopefully that makes sense. That's literally just my perspective. I am in no way, shape, or form a goal expert or a business planning expert, but as someone in this industry that you are in or going into, that is my 2 cents. Now let me show you how I do it. Alrighty, so let's do this. I'm here at my desk. Here is the iPad. I have done about every goal setting method under the sun, between writing it down on paper, keeping a journal, doing it digitally, keeping a Word document, keeping an Excel sheet. I am a handwriting person, but I'm also a person who hates carrying journals around, and I always lose the little pieces of paper that I write on. So I have found my happy medium using, this is the Notability app on the iPad, Apple Pen, iPad, carry it with me everywhere. I love this method. So here's how I set my goals. The first thing I look at is my 2023 goal, right? I'll do my little reflection. What do I want my life to look like? What's my dream? So my goals this year, 2023, are primarily around buying properties. These are my number 1 objectives because I don't have enough for the cash flow that I want yet. So first thing, this is my 2023 annual goals. I want to do $500,000 in net income this year. I really want to buy 2 house hack burrs. I don't know why it only says 1 on here, but at least 1 house hack burr. That is necessary. Million net worth. This year I want to become a millionaire. And then I want to make 200 grand off my social media. So again, please like and subscribe. And then $8,000 monthly cash flow and travel to 4 countries. So that's my annual goal. You can have as many or as little as you want. Honestly, 3 is the magic number in any goal setting scenario. 3 yearly goals, 3 monthly goals. I mean, I obviously have hella goals here, but these are kind of technical. But if I were to name my top 3 goals in my business this year, it would be the $500,000 net income, buying 1 to 2 properties or more, and 8,000 monthly cash flow. The $1 million net worth kind of comes with owning the properties, and so does traveling, and then social income is with the $500,000. So those are the annual, and then in this trimester, which is January, February, March, April, the 4 months, I want to close on the flip that I'm working on, so get my money out of there, buy the house hack, open a holding company for my taxes. That's kind of like a sub goal. It's not necessarily like an overarching thing, but I put it in here. And then time block every week for 12 weeks. That's what we're doing right now. Create 1,000 passively. So get to that 1,000 mark. I'm almost there. 200 grand in income from wholesale, realtor business, and social. And then I want to get 60 TikToks and 40 YouTube videos out. Oh my God, 40 YouTube videos. And get my mojo back. My mindset was very weak in the end of 2022, kind of beginning 2023 in January. I feel very focused now, but if you guys want, I'll totally down to make a story time video about that. Maybe I'll do that. But mindset was kind of in the gutter the past few months. It's just kind of like a silly thing I put in there, which is like good. It should be fun. Look, my fucking goals are pink. You know what I mean? Like, make it fun, make it you. So we've reflected on the big goal. Now let's look at the weekly planner. So this was last week. This is how I organize my goals. This is very much inspired by, if you're a pen and paper person, the High Performance Planner. That is my favorite planner ever, which I know is bold because there are a lot of planner options out there. But it's on my Amazon storefront. You can check it out in the link below. But they have a section in the High Performance Planner for every week. It's like this big grid that takes up both pages for where you can write in. And it has its own little, like, these categories. But when I was using it, I would cross them out and put in my own. And so this is pretty much based on that. And so every week, I don't work weekends. I try not to, at least. Sometimes I do. But every week, I lay out my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then I have my work category. I have my social media, my eat and move, and then my to-dos. And this is less of a schedule, more of a goal list. So like Monday, I had meetings, I had some follow-ups to do, prospecting, etc. Then I put my social media to-dos, my eat and move. And then here under eat and move, because my fitness goal is really important to me this year, I put my meal plan and my exercise, and then I like to give myself little check marks when I do them. So on this little planner page, I have my T1 goals copied, and then I have my to-dos for the week, and then my little reflection questions. So I'll also sometimes throw in my Google Calendar screenshot so that I can really time block. And this is very highly recommended. I'll probably do it this week too to show you guys how it looks. But so here we go. First thing I do is do my little reflection questions. So last week's highlight was I did win a listing. One listing. I was 90% on my eating habits, which means like 9 times out of 10 I was eating clean on eating habits. I love all of Notability's little tools. I'll show you. Like, you can select. This is so off topic and so not sponsored for me to be shouting them out on eating habits, but I just love that you can edit that. Oh, and I went door knocking, prospected every day and door knocked. All right, cool. So that was the highlight last week. Improvement needed where? Last week I needed to sign more contracts. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Sign more contracts, which really means set more appointments. But I was really good on the fitness part. I went to the gym every day. I ate really clean. Real quick, Vayna here. Just wanted to pop in and introduce myself just in case you're wondering who the heck is this 22-year-old girl selling real estate and how can I get into this? I started my real estate business when I was 19. Started out straight cold calling sellers for business and working with buyers. There are a couple platforms that I use to start up that I get questions about all the time. And so I've actually compiled all of the resources that I have used to build my business into one place The link is in the description below. We've got list builders, dialers, presentation, marketing tools, wholesaling software, all of that good stuff, everything that I have personally used to close more deals. Link will be in the description so you can check out. I've partnered with all these companies to get you free trials and samples of things. So check that out. Let me know your questions in the comments down below, and let's get back to the video. Progress. So this is where I look at, did I accomplish any of my goals or make progress? So goal progress is I got my permit to finish up my house. Permit to finish 3011. I'm going to note as well that within the Springboard coaching group, I'm in Thatch's inner circle, and they have us write these goals and report them at each retreat. So that's like an added layer of accountability for me to do this weekly. Like, one of my goals is to time block every week, and if I don't do it, then I kind of lose points or whatever within the challenge. So I totally recommend, if this isn't something that like you're comfortable with or that's hard for you, get some people in on it, make a little group out of it so that you stay on this. So let's see. I posted a bunch of TikToks and videos. I feel like I have my mojo back. I feel like I can say I did that. I made a bunch of freaking offers, but I'm not under contract on my house hack yet. And then I am pending on a good deal of the income. So I would say I've got 60,000 pending income. And then I'm time blocking. Okay, cool. Let's get into the good stuff here. So let's see, Monday. So Monday, I always have the team meeting. What are we talking about tomorrow? I think we're talking about prospecting. I have that planned out for the whole year. New agent interview. I have a guy coming in for an interview. What else do I need to get done tomorrow? I need to prospect for 2 hours every single day for new appointments. And for me, that's still calling, sending out mailers. I think I need to send out new mailers. If you can't read my handwriting, that is fine, because I can. Okay, I need to do my lead follow-up. Monday is usually my lead follow-up day. And then I'll go through, so let's just go through here and do the rest. Tuesday, I have a Thatch call, Springboard call, whatever you want to call it. If I don't have appointments, I need to prospect very hard. So I'm also a big fan of Notion. This is on my to-do list. Notion is where I put all my business ideas, and so when I feel like I'm blanking on something, I'll go in there and be like, what am I working on? So I want to do seller landing page. Let's work on that. Let's put that in the schedule. Wednesday, I've got a Tom Ferry coaching call with Patrick. 2 hours prospecting every freaking day. And then I have a brokerage call Thursday. So basic concept around doing this is just making sure that all the tasks I need to do throughout the week are here. Like when I go to the office, I'm going to prop up the iPad so that I have everything in front of me and I know exactly what I'm doing on what day. Thursday, I have my coaching client. I'm a coach and I do coaching. Ooh, I'm going to come up on someone's podcast. That's more social media-y, but Jordan podcast. And then I'm filming videos Thursday. And then Fridays are usually pretty chill for me. I love Fridays. Going into the weekend. I have seller appointment on, actually that reminds me, I need to follow up with the Tacoma lead. See, this is why we do this. I have seller appointment in my calendar for Friday. That must be known. I have a inner circle call on Friday. And then I have a seller appointment, I guess. Find out who it is. Those are my work tasks this week. Prospecting is the big one. I send out postcards. I train the team. I do my coaching calls. And then, all right, so social. Okay, social media wise, every day is post a TikTok, at least one. Sheesh. Now check this out. Style. Check it out. Not sponsored still. I didn't even ask it. Okay. Next, social media wise, what else do I need to do? Okay, so I have a couple day in the lives in progress. So I have a videographer that does all this. He's going to be editing this video. Thank you, Michael. So review. I think I have a couple things to review. I actually need to check on the team YouTube channel. Make sure everything's going out properly and that there's no videos I need to review on that front. There probably are though. So put it in the to-do list. And then Mondays are usually pretty busy for me, so I'm gonna put into Tuesday, after I post my TikTok, to write my Thursday scripts. Most of my videos are scripted. Otherwise, I'd sit there for 30 minutes going on all the tangents like I just did in the beginning of this one. But I still like doing like story time style, just you and me chit chat videos. So that, and then I also need to batch create some more TikToks. And my time is like 60% real estate, 40% social media. Some weeks are busier than others on both fronts, but I would say that's kind of how it's mostly divvied up, if you will. Social media has been part of my business since I started, and this is my system. I record all of my YouTube videos twice a month. My videographer cuts them all up into shorts for Instagram and YouTube shorts. I do all my own TikToks. I try to record once a week for TikTok, just batch create everything so that I can draft it, good to go, put it up. But I'm usually making them on the fly anyway, so kind of random with TikTok. But my TikToks will go on Instagram the week after they go on TikTok. You know, in a perfect world, everything always in. And then I write my weekly emails, I'll link down below. And that's it. Having a videographer has really saved my life because it takes all the filming, editing, etc. off my hands. And it lets me be hands off so that I can focus on real estate. Wednesday, again, we are posting a TikTok. We better post I need to schedule my YouTube videos out. Probably have to do those. Hopefully by Wednesday we'll have some good, my videographer has like 10 videos right now to edit. I just keep recording and sending him these damn vlogs. So Thursday we're gonna film, and we usually film anywhere from 4 to 8 videos, but I do need to do long and short form this week. So we'll do that. We'll get a TikTok posted. Until TikTok gets scheduled posting, I will be doing it myself every day. And then lastly, Friday, we'll get, again, post a TikTok. And the reason I put like post TikTok, I write it in every single day, is because I just love checking off those boxes. You know, you go in and you're like, boop, boop, did that. And then Friday, I'm going to schedule some more Instagram reels so that those are ready to go. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do today. So far, the priorities this week are going to be following up with my leads, prospecting. Obviously, that is the norm all the time. Make my calls, talk to the people I know, talk to new people, go door knocking, look for this deal to buy, and then work on my scripts to have some really, really good YouTube and shorts content in the next few weeks. And that's it. I think more than anything, taking the time to do this process helps me focus in on what I need to do this week, number one. Number two, eliminate distractions by eliminating empty times in the schedule. So my basic daily schedule is I wake up like 5:30, 6. I get to the gym by 6:30. I'm working out, and then I get to the office by 9. And I do what I call deep work from 9 to 12. So whether it is practicing my scripts, I still do that to this day, answering emails, doing lead follow-up, working on social media. There's a lot of different things I do within, and even in the office time, I need tasks to complete. Otherwise, I'm just gonna sit there in the office and watch TikTok. So that's my 9 to 12, and then 12 to 1, I go take lunch. I chill out, I check in with myself. Hey, are we on track for the day so far? What do we need to do this afternoon to get back on track if not? And then afternoon time, 1 to 4, 5, 6 is I'm either going on appointments, or I'm prospecting more, or I'm filming content. So pretty simple. I really try to get off work around 5, 6 so I can go eat dinner and chill out for the day. And then I start getting ready for bed at 9, trying to be asleep by 10 so that I can wake up and do it all again. That being said, as far as eating and moving, it's actually really funny because I will write out my breakfast, lunch, and dinner plan, but very rarely do I stick to it. I'm still like eating clean. I'm just like, on Monday I'll be like, I feel like Thursday's dinner. Or on Tuesday I'll be like, Monday's lunch looks kind of good. You know what I mean? And like for me and the meal plan that I'm on, it's very interchangeable by the day. It's not like I need to eat something specific on whatever day, but I still take the time and write them out per day, at least so that I know what meals I'm eating in the week, right? So it essentially becomes a list of options rather than you need to eat this today, which is also really good because again, I just reference this sheet and I have something to eat. And it just takes all of that mental energy out of the equation, like between business, social media, like everything, I plan it all out so that I don't have to stop in the middle of my week and be like, and take 20 minutes to decide, what am I gonna eat today? It's all right here, planned out, we're chilling. So obviously breakfast, lunch, dinner. I actually didn't used to eat breakfast. I used to intermittent fast, and now my trainer's like, you need to eat breakfast. You need to eat after your workout. So I'm like, all right. And then same thing, I'll be like, is it push day in the gym, pull day, legs, just to have a guideline. You don't have to follow this like to the minute and the hour and verbatim, but it's super helpful to have a guide of what you're doing that week because you know that this is going to take you to the big goal. So just let it. Back to the fitness part, I use a meal service called Tovala. I have been on this for like probably 4 or 5 years now, and it is my favorite meal plan. I have tried the microwave things. I really hate microwave food. I've heard great things about like Factor. I tried HelloFresh and freaking hated it. But Tovala is my favorite one. And again, not sponsored. But Tovala is my favorite one because they give you this oven and then they give you the meals in their raw forms, in their ingredient forms. So they measure out the ingredients perfectly. They give you the ingredients measured out kind of like HelloFresh, but it's easier because all you do is you put the ingredients in their little pans and then you put it in the Tovala oven and the oven scans the recipe barcode and then it cooks. If you see my vlogs, I kind of give the demonstration sometimes. And if you haven't, go check them out because then you can see the demonstration. Anyway, so like this is what it looks like this week. Ring light. I'm gonna have some salmon with potatoes. I'm gonna have some roasted chicken with squash and zucchini. Pasta. Okay. I've got some salmon with spinach lemon couscous. I've got chicken breast and spinach. I've got chicken breast and Tex-Mex soup, and then I've got chicken and pasta. Very simple recipes, very measurable, very delicious. Really love Tovala. If you want to try it, I'll leave a little link below because while it's not sponsored, they just have like this little referral program. I think like you get 50 bucks, I get 50 bucks, that kind of deal if you're looking for a meal plan. But again, it's all about efficiency for me. So just like scheduling saves me time, ordering meal service saves me time, and it's cheaper than going out, right? So I'll take my Tovalas, I'll plug them into here. Like literally I'll just be like, this day I'm gonna have chicken and pasta for lunch. And this is just my lunch and dinner. My breakfast will be like I'll make myself a little breakfast sandwich. I'll make myself a little smoothie. It's literally like, I don't know what I'm gonna eat. I'm literally like, I don't know what I'm gonna wanna eat for breakfast on Wednesday. So I just plug in something because I know none of my meals are hard to put together, but it's really just the action of putting it on paper so that you will do it. Like maybe Wednesday I'll feel like chicken and rice. I don't know. Salmon. I'm literally just plugging it in. Chicken and veggie. And then literally same thing here. Salmon. Oh, actually I have some ground turkey I need to cook up. Like a turkey taco maybe. Salmon, chicken. And then down here under to do, I'll put like the errands I need to run. If I'm getting a massage that day, if I'm getting a pedicure that day, things like that. I've gotten an Invisalign appointment on Tuesday. So I use Google Calendar in tandem with doing this. Google Calendar is like my time block, and then this is like the to-do list, right? The task list, if you will. On Monday, I have a health call with my coach. Wednesday, I've got a massage Wednesday. I do both because Google Calendar is for like my set in stone, this happens at this exact time. And then this written to-do list is like, this is what I need to accomplish within my working hours. So like I know that I show up to the office every day from 9 to 12. I'm not gonna put office 9 to 12 in my calendar. I'm gonna put batch call at 10 a.m. while I'm in the office. And then I'm gonna have these things that I do at 9 a.m. before that when I get there. And I don't even have to mention what I do isn't necessarily gonna work for you or the other guy. So really play around, test a bunch of things, find what works for you. I've tried a lot of things and this is what works for me right now. I mean, I might change up my system in a couple months and I'll make another video about it and I'll figure out what I liked about this, what I didn't like, and then shift. That's the beautiful thing about running your own business. You can do whatever the hell you want. Thursday, like I'll put in my notes like which videos I'm gonna film here because it's gonna be such a heavy filming day. And then Friday, I don't have much to do on Friday. So boom, there we go. That is planned out. Like I said, I will go in and I'll screenshot my calendar. I don't really feel like doing it today, but I'll come in here and I'll be like for example, right here, I'll just put in gym through the rest of the week. And then because my appointment times kind of vary, I'm gonna prospect in this time block. And then Tuesday, I'm gonna prospect in this time block. It's just a little visual aid just for me to know and have. Or this, and then on this little time block, I'm gonna do my brand deal video, etc. So that is not only how I schedule my weeks and my days, but what my life looks like right now. So hopefully you got something out of this. Let me know what your questions are. I literally did this video on the fly. I was like, well, I need to sit down and do my time blocking anyway. Let me make a video out of it. So thanks for coming along and doing this with me. Let me know your thoughts, comments, suggestions. I'm very open to your constructive criticism. Let me know what you'd like to see next. Check out the links below for stuff I talked about during this video and my other partners that I use in my real estate and investing business. Again, thanks for hanging out with me and supporting my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.